All right, I decided against making just another portfolio site tutorial video. Uh, so I thought, let's do something a little more exciting, like maybe a site to track some news, maybe a poll, something like that. And I went ahead and registered. It's Trillionaire X Y Z. Uh, and we're going to do it. We should also talk about diagrams.net, draw.io, whatever you call it. Um, I use this a lot for diagramming. You can do UML, whatever. Some templates like a browser. I don't know why I'm looking at that window. Looking at the recording. Uh, Search shapes, browser. All right, so we have a browser window to draw on and kind of plan our first trillionaire or .xyz. It's only a couple bucks, so it's definitely not going to be me. Oops. First trillionaire.xyz. Now we're gonna need a logo, I guess. So let's grab a logo placeholder. Maybe. Let's just put a box in there. Like just a placeholder. Like this. The general shape rectangle will be our logo. There's probably a menu or something here. Not that kind. Misc. Let's search up here. Menu. Whoop. Good enough. Now double click. Let's do this. Let's get rid of those two and just use the whole thing. Pretend that those lines in there, it's just the diagram. Nobody really cares, unless you're sending it to a designer. And then maybe it's a different story. But this is for us. We're gonna do home, and then about. Over here we'll do a contact and log in. There we go. We have the plan for a logo or header. I mean, this will, in our Drupal site, this will go in our header region. Imagine that. So we can like a copy right down here. Copy, right. I don't know how to do the symbol. We'll just leave it like that then. We'll go 220 or 2023. There we go. We got a fine looking diagram shaping up. Now, how about a big hero? Whatchamacallit? Just a hero, I guess. And that will say, it'll have. Oh, I look at the recording instead of the actual screen. Now let's use this. I see it's a heading. And we'll make that first trillionaire. And then we'll leave the lorem ipsum. That's just fine. And then what do we do? We'll search for the first trillion. I hope it's not already. No. Of course not. But look at that. There's some predictions. And the CEO magazine is predicting of the 21 individuals who stand a chance of reaching this phenomenal milestone in their lifetime, Elon Musk is predicted to be the first. Imagine that. All right, so let's steal a picture of Muskie. Can we just copy image and paste in? Not there. Here? Yes, we can. All right. Maybe that can be become a slider, or I think that's the term. If we like look for an arrow and maybe just to save some time here, I'll resize this, pop down here. And then we'll actually move it. Let's say it's going to be like that. We'll just imagine the rest, whatever it ends up being. So I mentioned a poll. I thought maybe a poll would be a good idea, since we can show off the submissions and I guess displaying of those submissions. We'll figure out how to do that. I haven't really thought it through yet, but web forms is a good candidate, I think, for submissions, if it's even necessary, depending on what we're asking. We can add some functionality for the login, like I don't really know what, but I'm going to stop going down the rabbit hole and concentrate on a block. Let's go with a block for a poll. Because I can't think of anything else right now, we're going to make that block extend all the way out here. And by the way, this component up here within the hero would most likely also be a block displayed within the hero. So I'm going to do this and try to send it back. Send backward. Send backward. Send backward. There we go. We can add a sticky or a note. We'll go like this. And we'll say Drupal view block. I say a view block because it'll likely be, we can build it any way we wish, but each of these guys that, or gals, I have no idea who will be on this list, can be submissions, like one piece of content, one node in Drupal. We will build out a content type for it. Yeah, this sounds good. Okay, so poll, back to the poll. What will it look like? I guess we'll have some heading again, and we'll put it over here just because, and we'll say who's it going to be, and then we don't want the lorem ipsum. And over here on the left, or if you're in a right to left speaking country and you may be doing this in a mirror, I don't mean to be rude by that, I just mean it will be for use. And I have worked on RTL sites in the Wayback Machine, and it was not fun in the day, I tell you. But we got much better technology and support now. Important stuff. Unicode, all that jazz. So I guess this would be the pics, maybe, and whatever a poll looks like. Go like this, and we're gonna get lazy with it and say to do. and leave it at that. And I think I'm going to cut it here, and we're going to call this video a diagramming planning session and move on from here. I hope you stick around.